So I thought I should probably do a bit of an update for everyone watching, just with what's happening with the 626, my Starlet, what's been happening around the workshop. So obviously it's been pretty quiet. I haven't done a video since this got put roughly back together and taken to a reunion. Nothing else has happened to it since then, to be honest. It's been pushed in the shed here and left, but I've been really busy fixing up, if you have seen in some videos in the background, the old Hiace camper that I've got. We finally finished that off. Had got it all road legal a bit earlier, but finished off fitting it out, and we went away camping for a few weeks in it, the family, which was real cool. So yeah, so been away for a fair bit, and now back working out what I want to do now, really. As you've seen, I've got a few projects on the go, so I really need to start prioritising some stuff and getting some cars done rather than having all these cars sitting around. So I might show you the state of a few things and yeah, tell you about what my plans are. If you watched my last video, you would have seen I've got the 626 into a sort of semi-complete state. Very much unfinished, but it looks like something. So it's cool to have it sitting here in the shed and looking like what I want it to look like. Obviously there is still plenty of work to do. All the work to do with tidying the body up, fixing the rust, panel beating, painting it eventually. Still a bunch of mechanical stuff to finish off and inside and yada yada. But for the time being, I'm quite happy with it just sitting here. I can move it around and sit down and have a look at it. And yeah, it doesn't just look like a rusty old shell like it was for a fair while. So yeah, so I'm going to put this project on hold for a little bit, try and get some other things done. But one job that I'll be sorting out pretty soon on it is if you've been watching about the wheel situation, I'll be sorting out the new lips for the alloys to go on it. So I've got the pair of SSR Mark 3s and Mark 2s, so I need to ideally find another pair of either of those and decide on which ones I'm going to use. But the guys at Pine Engineering have now sorted out making lips for those small face SSRs. So I'll be placing an order with them, get some new lips to make those wheels into, I think, what did I settle on, 13 by 9 on the front and 13 by 11 on the back. So that's one job that has to be done, and I'll be getting those lips pretty soon, or ordering them pretty soon I should say. But as far as everything else goes with the car, it's going to sit for a bit while I try and get some other things done. So yeah. So the Starlet is still in the state that I left it in when I did the video about making these rear guards for it. I've jacked it up now and put on these stands, and I've sort of started taking some stuff apart on it. Now I've really had to make some decisions about this car, with what I'm going to do with it and what I want it to be and whatnot. If you've seen, I've how long have I had this car? Maybe 2 or 3 years. And I've been drifting it quite often, but I've sort of decided now that I'm going to stop drifting it, so much anyway, and tidy it up nicely and make it a nice street car. It was a lot of fun to drive, and it was challenging but fun to drift, but it's just getting beaten up every time I drove it. And I think I sort of told myself that I don't really need that track car, my Corolla, when I eventually finish it or repair it, and then this as well. So something had to give, and I haven't got a street car, so it's about time I tidy this up, make this nice, get it all certified and warrant registered and everything. So what I'm going to do, because this thing does need a lot of attention, I'm going to continue stripping it, pull everything off it, and I actually just dug out this old rotisserie that I made years ago, and well, pretty half-assed made it, so I've just sort of modified that up and finished it. So I'm going to be putting this on a rotisserie, getting everything out of it, and try and tidy this shell up. There's a little bit of rust to fix, nothing major, plenty of dents to fix, so there'll be a bit of panel beating. A bunch of holes that have been drilled and cut, as you can see in here, and just lots of crap to tidy up. So going to do the whole thing inside out, upside, the underside of it, painting it inside, everything, painting outside, sound deaden it, new interior, just a few of the things I've done on it. Although there's nothing wrong with it for a track car, a few things need to be changed just for cert purposes, so I'll be doing that. But yeah, about time that this thing got a good birthday, and it'd be awesome to have it as a nice tidy road car. So plenty of work to do, but this is going to be where my after hours time is going to probably be consumed. So yeah, well, rather than just tell you about it, I should actually show you our old camper. It's a 1983 Toyota Hiace. This shape, I think, was they started making them in 76, and then up until this one, which is in 83, which is the last of them. So it kind of appears a bit older than it is, but yeah, it's a pretty cool old van. I've had this for about 3 years or 4 years maybe. It was in a real sad state when I got it. To be honest, it's a project I probably shouldn't have even started, but it's done now. It was riddled with rust. I bought a whole sheet of panel steel when I started the project, and it was gone when I finished, so it shows you how much steel went into it. It's had all new A-pillars, heaps of repairs in the sills and the window sills. All the bottom of the guards are new. All the tail light around the tail lights is all new. Bunch of repairs up on the roof. The other side of the roof had a whole new skin put on it. Yeah, so it was a lot of work. Big learning curve for me. I hadn't really done much panel work before, so it was a great project to learn it all on. Probably looks quite good here in the video, and it's reasonable, but it's by no means straight and by no means perfect. But it was real cool to save an old van that, was only going to rot into the ground. So spent a year doing all the rust and stuff on it, and then probably sort of on and off putted around for another year, getting all the brakes sorted, and the engine ended up, we put new rings and bearings all through it and all new pieces. Luckily in this, the interior was actually pretty good. Just a little bit sun faded and a few tears on the driver's seat, but for most of the things actually pretty good. So after I'd stripped it and painted it, all went back together, and got all the all the fasteners and bolts and everything re-zinced on it, so it looked quite good. And this van was actually a factory, well, not a factory, but has always been a camper since it was new, so it's got a pop top on it. When we got it, it was stripped out. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't. I stripped it out, but it was rotten. So we've set it up so that we can all four of us, us and the two kids, can stay in it. A few things still to finish on it. I need to do a bit of a floor in it, and this table needs a bit of revision and finishing off. But it works good. Kids' car seats can go in the back there, and this table ends up folding down, and this becomes a big bed. And then I've made like a bit of a, you probably can't see it, but when the pop top lifts up, there's a bed or a bit of a makeshift bed that goes up top for the kids to sleep in. So she's cozy, but it works. So yeah, so I've been spending a fair bit of time on this, and then like I said, we went on a 3-week holiday in it, which was wicked. And there's a few things now to fix up on it, just things like this roller door, the roller's crapped out, so a few things I had to fix, but all in all, she's all good. And around the back's the kitchen. So one thing I did really want in this was the kitchen out the back. I'm not really a fan of kitchens inside them, so this is what I came up with. No fridge, but we just use our chili bin, which works for us pretty good. Gas hob, and in here's all the fresh water, wastewater and gas, so it all fits in quite good. really need to just, now that it's done, just use it some more. So yeah, I might not be in the workshop so much, I might just be away holidaying. So I really just wanted to do this video as a bit of a catch up and a bit of a chance to show you guys what I'm up to, and show you that I haven't just given up on some of these things. Yeah, so from here on I'm going to crack into the Starlet, as I said, and concentrate on getting it back on the road. It'd be really good to just get a few of these cars done and usable, rather than just having projects, you know, all in different states. So yeah, I'm really going to try and get this done. It's pretty mundane work, a lot of this panel work and stuff, so hopefully I can make a few reasonably good videos out of it, but we'll see how it goes. There's definitely a few things to do on it that are good to watch, so yeah, so I'll get into that. Hopefully have a video out in, you know, say a week or so, with a bit of progress on this, so keep an eye out for that. Yeah, cheers, thanks for watching.